Hello. I was just wondering. I'm like, man, I thought they would have announced it yesterday. They really. Where is it? Here it is. And why can I never be right? Okay. First of all, I'm a mess right now. I'm just about to go get a haircut. The fan is on. The fa- the the fan is on because it's a bajillion degrees in here. My cat somehow got outside last night, so I had to go find her. Oh my god. It's a rough time to be Sean right now, but it's also a great time because of Jurassic World Evolution 3 and the new Planet Zoo pack already. And it's not India, just like the last one wasn't Latin America, just like the one before that wasn't wasn't Alpine. So I'm incapable of predicting DLCs. Whatever. It's just an Asia animal pack? Come on, guys, be more creative. You're running out of names. People are gonna get confused because now you have a Southeast Asia animal pack, you have a Eurasia animal pack, and now you just have an Asia animal pack. They're just running out. The Asia animal pack? Okay, sure. But maybe them running out of names is a sign that we're running out of DLCs. I don't know. Anyway, so I need to watch this trailer. Predictions. It's an Asia animal pack. It could be literally anything. Throw out my whole India roster, but honey badger, lion-tailed macaque are in. Now I'm worried about those elephants. There was maybe a leak. We'll see if that's true. But there was a leak about an elephant and a deer. Now I'm worried about these elephants. Is it gonna be the Sumatran elephant? Yeah, anything. Maybe muntjac deer for reals this time. That'd be nice. What else do I really want that's from Asia? I feel like we've covered a lot of it. I think we got kind of the stragglers back in Zookeepers. So yeah, for me it's really just the muntjac. Now I'm just hoping the muntjac is in here. Actually, you know what? I want to double check my wish list, the wish list I put on the Frontier forums. Susie Sky's 2025 wish list. I left a comment, so we need to check this because I'm blanking on what animals I wanted from Asia. Okay, the pelican is still technically from Asia. There's the honey badger. The golden pheasant, maybe. Okay, a bird. This broadens our bird options. The pheasant, the muntjac. I do want the Sumatran rhino. Guys, that's like it. Okay, a yak. The elk is technically an Asian animal. Oh, I do still think the black buck is in here. I think honey badger, lion-tailed macaque, black buck. In that case, just make it an India animal pack, guys. People were pointing out, like, we've never had a country-specific pack before, and I was like, yeah, that's cool that this is probably the first. The honey badger's from India. The macaque is from India. Listen, guys, I thought the signs were all pointing. Third time is not the charm. I think we just gotta watch it, guys. I gotta go get a haircut, so let's get this done. Try not to get spoiled. I saw some hoof stock. I saw a hoof stock in one of my like subscription feed thumbnails, but I don't know what it was. Okay, let's watch. I'm using my phone. Oh god, elephants. Oh no. Okay, it looks great. What are you? Macaque. Guys, we don't need a third elephant. Honey badger. Look at it. Oh, he's a cutie pie. Okay, that just confirmed the elephant. Okay, I mean, the elephant looks great. Let's go back and look at it. Is that Sumatran? I was so cocky. Guys, they wouldn't give us a third elephant. They know better than that. Look, man, I'll buy it. Let's read, shall we? From the dense rainforests of Southeast Asia to the misty peaks of the Himalayas, this selection will introduce you to some of the continent's most wonderful wildlife, including the fearless honey badger, the curious lion-tailed macaque, and the fascinating Pierre David's deer. Alongside these brand new additions, the Asia Animal Pack will also feature over 100 impressive scenery pieces and a new campaign scenario where you will assist Dominic Myers with getting his South Korean zoo up and running. Guys, if Pierre David's deer is in, I think the leak was true. I don't think that's the Sumatran elephant. I think that's the Borneo elephant. Please, muntjac, muntjac, muntjac. First are these screenshots. Honey badger, these are just from the trailer. The macaque looks really good. And this is the Pierre David's deer. Okay, the face shape is right on the female. Uncover the beauty of Asia with the Planet Zoo Asia Animal Pack. Embark on a breathtaking journey through one of the most biodiverse continents and discover 7 incredible animals for your zoos. Honey badger, lion-tailed macaque, and Pierre David's deer. I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Pierre? I'm saying Pierre David's deer. 7 incredible new animals. Moment of truth, guys. Enhance your zoos with the following species. The sociable lion-tailed macaque, the graceful Pierre David's deer, the gentle Bornean elephant, and the bold honey badger. The leak was real. Very interesting. So the Bornean elephant, we'll talk about it. I need to find out the rest of the animals. Okay. This pack also introduces the playful Japanese raccoon dog, the tanuki. People have been wanting that. The elegant black buck. Good. And the powerful nilgai. Okay. Nilgai. I would have picked something different. I only would have done the nilgai if it was actually an Asia Animal Pack, but 2 Asian antelopes, so that's pretty nice. These stunning animals showcase some of the most extraordinary species Asia has to offer that are left to give us in DLCs, and will allow you to create must-see habitats that captivate all who visit your zoo. What about the scenery bits? Winding pathways adorned with delicate flower lanterns, colorful benches, vivid light blocks, intricate decorative panels. Okay. He's formed an unlikely bond with a Japanese raccoon dog named Nugget. Okay, lion-tailed macaque, Pierre David's deer, Bornean elephant, honey badger, Japanese raccoon dog, black buck, and nilgai. I think there were better options. I'm not upset. I'm a little annoyed about the elephant. I don't think I'm ever gonna use it. I mean, like, are Bornean elephants really found in captivity? Because it also, the reason I'm like kind of eye roll about the Borneo elephant is that it's not an officially recognized subspecies, at least according to Wikipedia. Maybe they are. A definitive subspecific classification awaits a detailed range-wide study. Okay. But I think this page has been updated since I was last here. Because now it's just like, yes, this is a subspecies. Borneo elephant in captivity. The Oregon Zoo has the only one in the US. Her name is Chandra. It seems like there are very few. To be fair, I didn't say this in my video. My last video about Planet Zoo. But if we were to get a 3rd species of elephant out of all the options, African forest elephant, Sumatran elephant, Sri Lankan elephant, and Borneo elephant, out of any of those, the Borneo elephant would have been my top pick. It just kind of bothers me that it's like a little dubious if it's actually a subspecies. But out of those, if I had to pick one, I would have picked the Borneo elephant because it offers the most distinction from the elephants we already have, and that it's the smallest. It's usually called the Borneo pygmy elephant. So it should be the smallest elephant we have, and will be pretty cute because of that. Obviously, the quality is gonna be crazy. I don't think we needed a third elephant. I feel like after all of these announcements, I'm always complaining about something. Except for Latin America. Latin America, the roster reveal really it was a pleasant surprise. This, I'm like, Borneo elephant. Oh god, guys, there's no bird. There's no bird in here because they gave us 2 last time, and they're like, there you go. No birds for a little while. Oh man. Okay. And yeah, it's 3 ungulates. I mean, 4 if you count the elephant, but like hoofstock. We have the Pure David's deer, the black buck, and the nilgai. All of which I think are cool to have. The nilgai is the least exciting to me, but on the other hand, it's an African antelope, which I feel like we've needed. We've only really had the saiga, and now in this pack we're getting the black buck and the nilgai. So I think that'll be nice to have just, a few more options for Asian antelope. And it's nice to get another deer. This is our 4th deer. Moose, fallow deer, red deer, Pure David's deer. So that's nice. I would have preferred a muntjac somewhere in there, and I would have preferred any bird, even if it was the Saurus crane. I think I would have preferred the golden pheasant. Guys, I'm so sorry, kick that elephant out of here and give us a bird. That's what I would have done. Or honestly, the nilgai. I think what I would have done, lion-tailed macaque, Pure David's deer, honey badger, raccoon dog, black buck, and then swap the elephant for a bird, probably the golden pheasant, and swap the nilgai for the muntjac deer. I think that's what I would have done. I would have been much happier. Because I don't think we need a third elephant. I think this is a game that so desperately needs as many birds as we can get before it's all said and done. And we're still lacking monkeys, specifically from South America. And yet, here we are with elephant number 3. That's technically not even fully recognized as a subspecies of elephant. This also brings into question the species versus subspecies debate of like, how do you like your animals labeled in a zoo game? Because, we have the Indian elephant and the Bornean elephant, and we have, the Bengal tiger and the Amur, the Siberian tiger. But like, our takin is just called takin. You know what I mean? And the timber wolf is the timber wolf is like a whole can of worms. I watched a whole video about that. So I think the more we get these really niche subspecies, it really calls into question like how I want some better consistency in how we're labeling the animals. But whatever, that's kind of more of a nitpicky thing. We have the animals, it's just what are they called in the game. So lion-tailed macaque I'm excited for. Thank God, another primate. Honey badger will be nice to have. Pure David's deer will be nice to have. An Asian deer, a fourth deer option. The Bornean elephant I think isn't necessary. I don't think it'll be necessary. I'm curious to see just how much of a size difference there is compared to, like the Indian elephant. I'm excited to plop those both down side by side and just kind of get a look at them. I'll use it. I am working on like a children's zoo right now. I say right now, I haven't been able to play Planet Zoo in like 3 weeks just because I've had other things I've needed to get done. So honestly, they'd be a cute choice for a children's zoo. I can add them, I guess. The raccoon dog will be nice to have. I just find it they're really going ham on the dogs because the last pack we got the coyote and the bush dog, And now I think getting the bush dog and the raccoon dog back to back is a little interesting. It's like getting the Markhor and the bighorn sheep back to back. I'm like, okay, sure. The black buck I think will be really nice to have. The nilgai, it'll be nice to have to a lesser extent than the black buck. I think we really only needed one other option. I only included both in my India pack roster because they're both from India, and I don't know. The range was so much more narrow. But when you broaden it out to all of Asia, you have so many other options you could be picking. Like I already said this, I would have done the muntjac deer instead of the nilgai, and I would have done a bird instead of the elephant. I was wrong. Alright. I guess that's it. So much for the India animal pack. The elephant looks great. Of course it does. So that's the elephant grass. So that is pretty small. If that's the elephant grass next to the elephant, that's a pretty good height reference. And if I'm remembering how big the elephant grass is, I think that's actually quite a bit smaller than the other elephants we have. I'm just like, the name, I think the theming is kind of weird. I think they could have narrowed it down a bit more than just Asia, but okay. I love the way the honey badger just like trots along. That's cute as hell. 25th of June, which I assume is it's exactly a week. That's a Wednesday though. They're doing this on Wednesday. Oh, I should talk about if I still think we're getting 4 DLCs. I really have my doubts now. I think it was Charlie X Gaming that suggested they're doing this DLC now instead of during the fall to avoid Jurassic World Evolution 3, to get out of the way of Evolution 3, because Evolution 3 launches in October, which is right around when I would have expected a DLC. So honestly, I'm kind of leaning, forget 4, I'm leaning it's still just 2. And we've really just shifted the fall DLC up quite a ways to steer clear of Evolution 3, because they want everyone to buy Evolution 3 with no other distractions that, they want to prevent any other distractions that might keep people from buying this new game. And so they're doing the DLC now. I think that might be the case. I don't think this is the last DLC, but I'm actually starting to, I'm losing confidence as I'm saying that, because we have a new game coming, and that game is going to need attention and support. And, obviously Planet Coaster 2 is still getting attention and support. And so I don't think they're really going to juggle 3. I think they really just focus on 2 at a time. I can't say that fully confidently without pulling up, timelines and when games launched versus when they ended. But it was like Planet Zoo and Evolution 2 were their games for a while. Evolution 2 ended right before Planet Coaster 2 came out. And then it was Planet Zoo. It's been Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster 2 since, the end of last year. I'm wondering if this is the end. I hope not. It's kind of a stinky pack to go out on. It's a fine pack. It's just, I don't know. Because you see what I'm saying, right? If Evolution 2 ended support right before Planet Coaster 2 came out, so that they only had 2 games at a time. 2 creative management sims. I know Frontier has other games they talk about on the Unlocked streams, but you know what I'm saying. Would Planet Zoo end now so that they just have Planet Coaster 2 and Evolution 3? And then, that stays as is for a while until probably Planet Coaster 2 ends right before Planet Zoo 2 comes out. And then it's Evolution 3 and Planet Zoo 2. I don't know, guys. I think the future of Planet Zoo is really up in the air now that we've thrown Jurassic World Evolution 3 into the mix. So, I mean, we'll see. I really hope this isn't the last pack, really just because it would be unsatisfying as a last DLC, in my opinion. I would like to do a video that's just the most necessary animals to get before support ends. No promises I'll get that done soon. I'm juggling so many videos and just work, and it's been tough to find time to just relax. Like I said, I haven't played a game in a really long time, and I'm kind of having withdrawal systems. Withdrawal symptoms. And I'm actually gonna try to play something today. But I would like to make that video. But now I'm getting worried again. I'm worried again about the end of Planet Zoo. Them messing with the schedule like this, and a new game coming out. I hope our game goes on a little longer, at least to give us a DLC that feels more worthy of being the final DLC. If this game ends without the Secretary Bird, Frontier, I'm looking in here. You cannot end this game without the Secretary Bird. Okay, a pelican would be so appreciated, but you could end without the tree kangaroo, or without the coati, or the walrus, or any of these other super highly, the spider monkey, the howler monkey, whatever. You cannot, listen to me, you cannot end this game without the Secretary Bird. Okay. So there's going to be one more DLC, guys, with the Secretary Bird as the flagship, and it'll be the avian animal pack, like I've always talked about, and we'll get 12 birds, and it'll be like, yay! Planet Zoo is wrapping up support. Here's a whole menagerie of birds. Can't wait for that DLC. Okay, I think that's it. Bye. I'll buy it, you know what I mean? Just, as always, I end these videos always saying the same thing. I'm just really happy. We're still getting support. We're getting new animals. Some of these are exciting. I'm most excited for the honey badger, the macaque, and the black buck, probably. I know some people are really going to be excited about the raccoon dog. That'll be nice for Japanese areas. Yeah, I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a new DLC. So I think that's all. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Wait, don't go anywhere. So all the YouTubers got sent, all this information, and they got to find out that we are getting the Malabar Rose Butterfly for free. It's part of the free update. I mean, it probably is the free update. And so we're getting a new butterfly, which is really exciting, for free. This is a free update animal that isn't seemingly not associated with, the anniversary. This is our first free exhibit animal and the first walkthrough exhibit animal for the base game. If you remember, with the Twilight pack, when we were given the walkthrough exhibits, it was added to the base game. And so base game players have just had it for, years at this point, with no animals to use for it. I was expecting that they'd add a new species of bat as an anniversary animal, so that the base game would have a walkthrough exhibit animal. That never happened, but now they're getting this new butterfly, the Malabar Rose Butterfly, which is native to India, South India. So very exciting, very interesting. I do believe this is all there will be to the update, because the updates have been very minimal as of late. The last one literally just added some daffodils, which are nice pieces to have. But yeah, I think this update is literally just adding a new species of butterfly, which is really cool. I don't believe we have any butterflies from Asia currently. I could be wrong, but this is a more tropical species of butterfly, whereas the other ones we have are all more grasslands associated because, we got them in the Grasslands Animal Pack. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but very interesting, very cool development here. We are getting the Malabar Rose Butterfly as part of, for free alongside this DLC. Very cool. Yeah, that's all, I guess. Goodbye again, for real now. Bye.